So today I'm doing a video on this look, which is like a bronzy copper smoky eye, so I hope you enjoy. So the first thing I'm doing is moisturising. I'm just using a random L'Oreal moisturiser, and then I just rub it into my skin with my fingers, and then I'm going in with this sleek primer thing. Not really sure what it does, but it kind of just made me look really orange. It's in the shade Pompeii. I think it's supposed to be like illuminating. I'm not really sure, but I just smothered my face in that. And then I'm using foundation, and I'm using 3 foundations because I'm extra. I'm using the Mercier Glow, the EX1 Invisiwear foundation, and the Dermacool foundation, I think that's what it's called. And I just mix them all together, and then I just dot this over my face. And the only reason I'm using 3 foundations is because I want to get the exact right coverage and like colour. But if you have one foundation you like, then just use that, because it's a lot easier than mixing 3. But I'm just blending that into my face with a Morphe, I don't know what the brush is called, but I love it, so I'll link it down below if you want to get it at all. But it's so much better than the like beauty blender thing. I just find it just makes my face look so good, and it's so much quicker than using a beauty blender. But I'm then going in with concealer, and this is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, which I love. It's one of my favourites. I use the shade 20, and I literally cover my whole face in it because I love it that much. But it is a little bit dark, so I use a little bit of a lighter concealer just under my eyes to kind of lighten it all up. And then I do blend this in with, this is a Real Techniques sponge. So I just blend all of that in. And then I just smooth out my eyes so all the like creases come out. And then I just use my L'Oreal translucent powder to kind of go over the top and set it all in place. And then I'm using my Morphe 350 palette and just taking a light brown shade and blending that through my crease. And then I take a darker brown shade and I blend that in my outer corner and also in my crease as well. And then I take a brown shimmery shade and I just apply this all over my eyes with my fingers, and then I blend the edges out. Then I wanted it to be a little bit more kind of golden and coppery, so I took this MUA eyeshadow in copper and just put that over the top. And then I'm using my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm just baking with this, so I literally apply it pretty much on my whole face really heavily, and then I'll leave that on for like 5 minutes. And then I'm just taking that darker brown shade underneath my lower lash line, and also a little bit of the copper shade in the centre. And then I'm just blending off all of the powder so you can't see it anymore. Now I'm moving back onto eyes, and I'm just taking a gel liner and just drawing a really fine line on my upper lash line, just so it makes them look a lot thicker, etc. And then I apply some mascara. Now onto bronzer. I'm using my NYX like powder foundation, which I love, but I use it as a bronzer, and I literally apply it to my cheeks, to my forehead, my chin. I just love the colour of this so much. I've completely forgotten what shade I've got it in, but I'll tell you in the description box, so go check that out if you like want to actually know the shade I use. I'm then using a darker bronzer and just applying that underneath my cheekbones to contour. Then for blush, I'm using a MAC blush in the shade Peaches, which I've literally had for like 5 years, and I still have like hardly used it, but I love it. But I'm then using this Primark highlighting kit, and I just put that on the tops of my cheekbones, and also on the tip of my nose because I love that look. I know some people are not a fan, but I love it. But you can not do this step if you don't like it. But then moving on to lips, I'm using my NYX lip liner in the shade Natural, and I apply that all over my lips. Then I'm using the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams. So this one is in the shade London, and I apply that completely over my lips, and then I take a lighter shade in the shade Cairo, if that makes sense, and I apply this more to the centre of my lip. Then I applied some lashes. The ones I used were Ardell Wispy lashes, and this is the finished look. So I really hope you enjoy it.